go ahead and open the Board of Works and Public Safety. Please rise for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Mayor Sheets,
Present.
Greg Miller,
Present.
Megan Sheets,
Okay, we have minutes from the June 12th, 2023 regular meeting and the June 20th, 2023 special meeting.
Make a motion to accept the minutes for June 12th, June 20th as presented.
And I will second that motion because you weren't there. Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets,
Aye.
Greg Miller,
Aye.
Megan Sheets. Abstain.
Okay, next we have the claims and the requisitions for approval. Did we put any for the RDA?
We did not have
We didn't have
any
anything, okay.
requisitions this time. I just didn't, I neglected to get that.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so this is just for the claims.
I'll make the motion that we approve the claims currently submitted for us this evening.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Aye.
Okay, were there any public comments out there? Okay, we'll go on to the department reports. Chief Stidham, is there anything for us this evening?
Good evening, everybody. I know it's not on the agenda, but I did want to bring this up today with you. It's something I got today. I just want you guys to review it. I think it's something we need to look into a little bit more and make sure that we're there and clarify a little bit better. This is their Clinton County EMS and Frankfurt Fire Department interlocal agreement. So what you'll see is if you go through, I know it's only 2 pages, but you'll see one highlight spot on page 2. And that was just the area that I had a little bit of concern with. So I want to make sure that we, meet next time, we can kind of talk a little bit more about it, make sure that we get our agreement settled between the county and city. So
Did
just
they
want to
say
kind of.
when they wanted this done? I mean, can we wait till the next meeting?
Yes. So what happens is every 2 years, we have a non-transport BLS certification has to be renewed. And this certification will expire July 1st. However, it's still got a little window there to where they're going to be able to, it gives us about 90-day window in case we don't have all the paperwork yet. So we're not going to lose anything. So it is something that we can look to the next.
Okay, thank you.
Is this something that would be presented to the commissioners also?
Yes, so I did speak to Commissioner Josh Lewis today a little bit about it. And he obviously identified that it does have to be signed by the mayor and the commissioners. So this will be something that once we go through it and we determine what our needs may be with this agreement, then we can submit it back to the EMS director and let him, when he's review it, he can present it to the commissioners. And if we need to, I can always go to the commissioners and talk to them about it. So.
Okay, thank you.
Then the last couple of things I have is I got some promotions and a new hire today. So if you're okay with it, I'd like to do the promotions.
Okay.
We have Jeremy Payne and Matt Kinslow, or sorry, Aaron Kinslow. I call him Matt. Those 2 are going to be our new lieutenants. They both have went through the lieutenant's process. They both faced very high in the process. And with the collective group that we had that did the process, we've all discussed things, and these 2 are the best candidates for the position at this time. So I'd like to have, I guess we'll start with one.
Jeremy's going to be first.
A good man, a good.
Well, we never know if they're going to work or not. You have someone that you would like to hold the right that way. For you. Yeah, okay. Is that okay where you're at? Everybody taking pictures?
I can.
You gotta get pictures. You got pictures too? Okay. Okay, now you can raise your right hand. You ready? Okay. I, Jeremy Payne,
I, Jeremy Payne,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United States of America
of the United States of America
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of Indiana,
in the state of Indiana,
and that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and honestly
and honestly
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of my office
of my office
as lieutenant
as lieutenant
according to law
according to law
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is where we need to get to. Now, we'll get it to you later.
Okay, that's fine.
We have a little seal later.
Want your family to come up?
Yeah, we get a picture? That's you too. Hey, you have to take a breath. Grandma's actually got some shorter than her.
I don't know.
Great, thank you. And thank you, Jeremy. Congratulations.
Yes.
Okay, so you ready? I, Aaron Kinsley,
I, Aaron Kinsley,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United States of America
of the United States of America,
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of Indiana,
of the State of Indiana,
and that I will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and honestly
and honestly
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of my office
of my office
as lieutenant
as lieutenant
according to law
according to law
and to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So we'll get it to you, probably later today.
Family, come on up.
I'll get back to you. I want to get one of those.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, congratulations. Yeah.
Okay. And then the last one that we have today is going to be Samuel Baggett. We're going to have him come up. Sam went through the process with us. He ranked very high on the list, and I'd like to offer Samuel a position to Franklin Fire Department.
I'd like to make the motion to approve Samuel Benedict as our new firefighter.
I second motion.
Roll call, please, Carol.
Mayor Sheets,
Aye.
Greg Miller, Megan Sheets.
Aye. Okay, it's been approved.
Sandy, you have somebody you'd like to hold your hand?
Are you ready? I, Samuel Bassett,
I, Samuel Baggett,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United States of America
of the United States of America
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of Indiana,
of the State of Indiana,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and honestly
and honestly
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of my office
of my office
as firefighter
as firefighter
according to law
according to law
and to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations
Thank you.
and welcome to Fun. Somebody will give it to you. And I just want to welcome our new firefighter, Samuel Baggett. Wishing you the best. Welcome to Frankfurt Fire Department. You're gonna love it.
Thank
The
you.
best place to work ever. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You guys will come up?
Okay.
Nervous?
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Congratulations.
I always all go out the hallways. Work there and we'll be fixing it.
Okay.
I know.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ready.
It's actually the next one on the agenda. God, you're not last this time.
Man, I'm getting ready to take comfort seat. So privileged. I am. I was waiting for, I thought you were doing some writing, so I thought you were finishing up whatever you were doing.
Like,
I was going over my notes.
moment or something.
I saw her writing, so I thought she was finishing up whatever she was doing on the fire department. So I was going through my notes to make sure.
He's back. He's back.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to delay it.
Come on, Donna, I wanna go home.
CNR Catering had made contact with me last week, which I did for them to make sure they made contact with the mayor. As they're wanting to do kind of like what Pepe's has done in front of their store, put a couple of seats out front on the sidewalk. So I went down to make sure measuring wise what all it pertains to, and all my measurements from the front of the sidewalk to the curb runs from that joint crack that runs north and south in front of the door of CNR Catering, straight crack that goes the bottom of the triangle there. Kind of triangle. So from that crack to the curb runs about 14 feet 3 inches, and his front storefront is about 15 foot wide. When I go down to Pepe's, I wanted to give you something that you were familiar yourself with. Pepe's sidewalk is the same, 14.3 from their base wall to the curb. And their seating out front runs 15 feet east and west, which would be from the coffee shop to the bank. And then their seating area comes out 6 feet wide. And that gives them 2 seating in the front for Pepe's. And I think the same thing could occur here, even with the door, not quite in the center, it's more towards one side or another. But the ability to put 2 tables out front and still have passageway around is more than enough for me. I know that he wanted to grill out there, and I told him that probably wasn't gonna happen.
I have an explanation.
Okay.
So we might, let's talk about it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I always try to prepare them for the
Yeah.
negative,
Yeah.
so that they don't get upset when it happens.
So what he sent me was 2 tables in the front. They'll take up 4 feet of space, leaving 5 feet on each side of the table. The tables and chairs will only be out between the hours of 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. He's gonna take them in and out, he's not gonna leave them out there. Monday through Friday, and then the first Wednesday of the month, he's open from 4:30 to 6:30. And then he said maybe like on Small Business Saturday or something, just whenever their little dining area there is open. He also asked permission to set up the 10x10 awning on the sidewalk and grill on the street side. And he said there would still leave 4 feet from the awning to the store for pedestrian traffic. And he mentioned to me that it'd be similar to what they do at the VFW or the American Legion. Here's what he said. He would set up possibly on the first Wednesday of the month. He told me one time, but then he said this, and he said from 4:30 to 6:30 for an event such as Small Business Saturday or Downtown Saturday or during lunch hours occasionally, but not on a consistent basis.
Well, ADA requires 4 foot wide sidewalks. That's their requirement. So if he has a 4 foot between where he's gonna be at in his tables, then he would meet the ADA requirement.
He said it would leave 4 foot from the awning to the store for pedestrian traffic.
Repeat it for me, so it's between the awning and
Let's see. The 10x10 awning on the sidewalk and grill on the street side, which will leave 4 feet from the awning to the store for pedestrian traffic.
I think I would like to know before putting the grilling, I would like to know specifically what he plans to do that, because I was thinking, I wouldn't want that to be a frequent situation, that's just my opinion. But, you know, maybe the first visit of the month type of situation, but he's suggesting.
I said awning and grill would be set up, excuse me, possibly on the first Wednesday of the month from 4:30 to 6:30. So during that one time that they have the evening hours. Yeah, or if they have like Small Business Saturday. Or he said it might be occasionally during lunchtime, but 3 times a week total is just during the probably spring, summer, and early fall, or as long as weather permitting.
I would like for the grilling, I would like for us to approve a set schedule for that, to see what he plans rather than, just at his pleasure, do what he feels is appropriate. But I'd certainly be open to it. But should we take first the tables out?
Do that, yeah.
I'll make a motion that we approve CNR Catering's request for 2 table outside for al fresco dining on the, and you said during the day. Yeah, and they'll be taken in and out each day.
Yeah. Monday through Friday, 11 to 1, and Wednesday is their evening, 4:30 to 6:30. But she said they would take them in and out, so.
I'll second the motion on the use of the tables.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Aye.
So what do you want to do about the other part? We're trying to get with him and see if he can give us some sort of a more set schedule on the grilling.
I just think some more clarification, not only the schedule, but I think I'd like to have a little bit of an idea of where that's going to set, because if we're going to be grilling there, which we don't do anyplace else on the square, not only do we have the sidewalk traffic there, but also the people who are sitting there. So maybe that's something we should have Kevin Catherine involved with, to see about actual grilling outside with the awning and the. There's
Not too close to buildings.
I would like to take the picture and have him, mark where that's gonna be sitting on there. You got the heat of the grill, you gotta be a little concerned about it, can't be facing close to the vehicles. I think that would be a bad tune, but maybe there's still room there to put that in there.
Yeah, with the tables, it looks like it's keep ample sidewalk coverage there. It looks like it's gonna be pretty crowded. With both of those.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you could, I'd be willing to take a look at pictures of that, what that would look like, but that's set up.
Let me see what I can get accomplished, and I'll bring that to the next meeting.
Okay.
Personally, I would have been more apt to, let's say you wanted to do it, for 4th of July on the Monday prior, a one-time event, but it sounds as if it might start recurring and be adding to it, so I think we'd like to think that one through.
So you can let him know that we went and approved, he can get the tables and put those out, and then get a little clarification on the other.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Katie Ann emailed me and said she might not be able to make it tonight, so it looks like she wasn't able to make it, so I can talk a little bit about that.
And it looks like Kimberly couldn't make it back either.
So this is a contract for the Hispanic Festival for a performance of the group Original Banda RC for Saturday, September 16th, and the contract amount is $1,700. Other than that, I believe it's the standard agreement that we typically see.
And if it's Hispanic festival, it's probably taking out that special fund, but
Yes.
we get sponsors from.
And it's a 1-hour performance at Prairie Creek Park.
I'll make a motion, we accept the contract between the city of Frankfurt and the original band for the price of $1,700.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Aye.
I think Kimberly's been doing a lot of work on Hispanic festival.
I'll let her know. I'll email her tonight.
Okay. Okay, next is our attorney.
So you've got 3 contracts to approve today for projects that you've previously approved. The first is for the Community Crossings Grant Project. It is with Reef Riley Construction in the amount of $410,000 $475 for the 2023 street paving project.
I have any questions, I'll make a motion that we approve the 2023 street paving project with Ruth Riley in $410,475. And it's our CCMG project.
I'll second the motion.
Roll call please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Aye.
Alright, the second contract is street concrete contract with Compost Construction. It is for concrete work on Maple Drive. I'm sorry, it's for $49,776.
I'll make a motion to accept the contract with Compost Construction for the Maple Drive project for $49,776.
I'll second that motion. Roll call please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Aye.
Alright, the last line is with Ruth Riley again. This is street paving project for the Domino's Alley. It is in the amount of $13,700.
I'm excited about having this one.
Me
That's
too.
great. I'll make the motion that we approve the street paving contract with Ruth Riley in the amount of $13,700 for the Domino.
I second.
Roll call please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Aye.
Everyone needs to sign these. please.
They do.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you can start with one great sign and
There's a note where you, on the page you sign.
maybe I'll just leave it to you. Did anybody have any unfinished business, or did you have anything else like that? You good? That's all she told you to
That's
do.
It's a good thing we all agreed on that.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead with new business. Chief Shoemaker. Oh, did you have something, John?
Nope, I do not.
He wants to come twice.
Nope.
Okay, I think what we're gonna talk about is Main Street from Wesley Manor to Kiger. No, they don't work.
We, since June 22nd, we have conducted 20 different patrols down there. The data now, right now does not support anything to be added on North Main Street. But what, just to make it, because I know this will happen because people will say there's police cars down there. Nobody, we're not getting true data, so we will, we're gonna mix it up a little bit and the mayor may not know that we're down there. So we're going to do that over the next few weeks and then I'll have a final recommendation at our next meeting.
Okay, okay. Did you say, are there signs there?
Yes. Yeah, there's one on the north end and one on the south end that say children at play. They're the yellow and black writing. The one on the far north end is just south of Avery,
Okay,
and it's pretty visible. The other one is on down past, it's just off of Main, and it kind of sits down, there's some limbs that kind of are down into that a little bit that could be trimmed up, but they've been there for a while, years, so. Yeah, there are one on either end of the street.
I think the street department has the legal authority to trim the trees that are blocking the sign, so we could potentially have a Superintendent Forsythe do that. We could return to his assistant, but right now there's been minimal violations in that.
I know they were asking, sorry for signs and for, a possible speed bump, but I guess we'll wait and see what you say from your,
Yeah, so I'll come back to you in 2 weeks with more of that post on that.
okay,
All right.
sounds good. Thank you. Okay, next we have the building inspector job description. There was a slight change that we made on that. Is that what you were gonna say, Don? Or would you?
I was gonna come give you information on the Wilton that I just spoke with
Oh,
Pete.
okay, you can do that in just a second. Can we go ahead and make this change? As we're going through the description for the senior building inspector, we found that on the very last page, the equivalent certification as it used to say commercial building inspector, and after talking with Don, we thought it would be more appropriate to have the residential. So we just need to make that small change in the job description. If everyone's okay with that, I'm gonna make a motion as such.
So I'll make a motion that we accept the change as residential building inspector to the city of Frankfurt, senior building inspector job description.
I'll second the motion.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Aye.
Okay, now Don, you wanna come and talk to us? What you bring down?
I might gather some information. I know that we had spoken about a group called Wildan. They're a building, official building inspecting business. They actually are doing the farm out at for the county. Brian Baker is overseeing that as an inspector on the, I can't think what I want to call it, the sun
Solar panel.
solar panels, thank you. You know, when you get old and all that. Really. And so, in talking with Pete, they would, I'm gonna be getting a letter of information from them in the morning. Pete is out in the California area, and so getting and making contact has been a challenge, but they charge $75 an hour for their inspection, and it's a minimum of a 2-hour. And in that group also, they will do plan reviews, so which is in a way kind of a needed also. I mean, we look at the plans, but it's nice to have somebody who knows what all is required to look through them also. That would also be part of the hourly wage. I'll get all that information in the morning, but he pretty much guaranteed me that it would be $75 per hour, a minimum of 2 hours. He would work out the fact that they do county inspections, so we would work around those inspections. He's not there all the time, and he made it sound, he being Brian, made it sound to Pete that he'd be looking forward to the opportunity if it were to arise, because he's there anyway. He does not have a lot to do out there. So we could make it arranged to where all of our inspections would either be in the morning or in the afternoon based on what his inspection route is for the county. And if this should come together, but I'll gather the letter and bring it down
And
to
then
you.
he'll tell us what kind of inspections he will do. I mean, is that
Yeah,
electrical? Is
he'll do
that,
it. He'll do it all.
he'll do any of it?
And so I think that might be a good thing, but I'll bring you the letter to verify everything in the morning when I come down to your office for your meeting.
Okay,
All right?
okay, that sounds good. What's the removal of this?
We have a few fixed assets from the street department. Is it from the street department? Yes, they're from the street department.
Okay. Did everybody get theirs turned in?
It should be at the end of your.
Anybody that sold anything at the auction should have removal of fixed assets just to approve. Do you have anything there? Okay, you got time.
I need the list of things.
When we get that from the auction, we have to pass that along.
I will tell you that the auctioneer got a hold of me, said we did really well on it, really well, particularly the vehicles. But he said he would try to get everything together and maybe have to start by Thursday. I don't
So
know
we'll
where-
have it available on Thursday.
And there will be titles and everything else, I'm gonna guess, too, that you're gonna, the vehicles.
Yes.
But he said it was probably the biggest auction we've had yet.
So there are three, removal fixed assets we need.
There's 4 total. Is this one? I'm so sorry. This is a new one. Those are the 3 removals, yes.
So do you have those two groups?
I have 4, yes.
Okay, 3 say removal and 1 says,
The one that was separated, that just, it came in later, so it didn't get in the envelope.
I have 2 removals and 2 news.
Yeah, I guess that one does say you as well. One on top. Oh, this is at the bottom of it. The one that has the writing on the bottom half is also a removal.
One that says new.
Yeah, the top half is for new and the bottom half is for removal.
Okay.
They're using a couple of different forms here, it looks like.
When did you get it?
They would have been in the packet, I'm not sure why.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Oh, here we are.
so for removal, looks like a, 2003 Ford F-350. A second one is a 2002 Chevy. So, is it a 350 with plow?
Yes.
And a 2000 Dodge Ram. Those are 3 fixed assets. I'll make the motion to approve those.
I'll send that motion.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Aye.
And do we need to approve? We don't need to approve this, do we? This is just for our records.
It's for records, but if you want to approve it.
We have presented to us this evening a form for a new fixed asset, and it is a 2023 F-450 for the street department. I'll make a motion we approve this as a new fixed asset.
I second.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Aye.
Do you have anything for us tonight?
Well, it's nice to be here, sure. I'd love to come up. I think part of it, we've been working with Kimberly
Yes.
on your EV chargers here in town. And I don't know how premature, we talked last week, and just, first of all, my name is Mark Val. I'm with Tesco. My colleague Don Humphrey here is our Director of Engineering Services. And we've been having conversations with Kimberly and with the mayor about coming in and doing a replacement of your existing chargers, bringing systems in that the city would be able to monetize. And we're looking forward to further conversations with that. Kimberly does have a proposal from us for that, or I would imagine for your review at some point. And then also we have a service agreement that we're prepared to bring to the city as well. So again, we're just here tonight to sit in, and we're looking forward to hopefully the opportunity of working with you. And I'd entertain your questions.
Right now, we have no way to monitor that. And so that's what we're trying to fix, so that, maybe by credit card or however that works out, that we can start monitoring the usage.
Well, and frankly, Mayor, the ability to be able to make these revenue neutral, the cost to be able to come in. One of the things in our analysis as we looked at it, the cord management on the streets a little dangerous as those cords. So our recommendation is to bring units that have retractable cords. They'll be universal chargers, so it won't be just for a certain type of car. Those cars that are currently charging there have adapters to do it, because I drive one of them. But we are excited. Let's say a little bit about Tesco. We're a 20-year-old women business enterprise. My wife started the business, and about a year and a half ago, we jumped into the EV integration charging world. And it's been an interesting ride here for a little bit, but pleased to say that we are contracted by the state with their state NEVI, which is a national EV initiative, which actually your new intersection, soon to be annexed intersection, is one of the sites that will have a depot that will come with one of the 42 across the state. Also, so we're working with HNTV, we're one of their team members, and then also we've been hired by Purdue to do an extensive study of the campus. We'll begin that in August. We're in the process right now of putting in 8 new chargers and parking garages on campus as well. So working with probably now, I think it's 5 other cities and mayors to help them look through opportunities to go after some of the national, nearly $10 billion that's available right now for EV charging integration, and that's both through the EPA and through the United States Department of Transportation. We know that it's not an end all, but clearly, as I say, as a conservationist, I believe we all have an opportunity to do our fair share. And part of the mix is EV. We know it's coming. And so as we've talked to the mayor, we also recognize what we want to do is bring a pragmatic, conservative approach to how you as a city might be able to really look at future opportunities and needs as you continue to look to try to bring people to the heart of the city. Having EV charging availability there is not only one that will be a added value for you, but also one that will hopefully make you a little bit of money and make a break-even proposition for the cost to switch these out and also charge back for your power. And so we have the systems in place to be able to do that. But I'd entertain any questions other than that. Just wanted to be here, and I know Kimberly obviously is something in her world is
Yeah,
going on.
you missed her. She's at a college visit with her daughter.
Okay.
She starts at IU this fall,
No.
so.
No problem at all. But happy to be here, and I appreciate the opportunity to speak, and we look forward to hopefully coming back and being able to present some numbers to you. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Anybody else have anything? Any questions right now? Okay, thank you everyone for coming by this evening. Good things happen in the fire department. Yay.
No, I will not be. Oh, parking lot.